After winning the national championship in 2009, Mack Brown and the Longhorns have had a steady decline into mediocrity ever since. Now it seems like change is coming for the first time since the late 90s. Ted Emrich is our Texas insider. And Ted, since the national title, they've gone a very un-Texas-like 30-20, and now it looks like the end of an era is near. What's the very latest on Mack Brown?
Right, this is all about timing and details right now. Mack and Texas understandably want to own this story. It would seem as if this is all mutually agreed upon, contrary to other reports out there. But Mack wants the opportunity to tell his staff, to tell his players before the word gets out. He won't have that chance, but could Friday be the forum for this announcement? That's when the team banquet is. Could that become a celebration of this team, of Mack overall? You know, it's also about details because there are a lot of questions to be answered here. What does Mack become if he resigns, if he steps down? His contract says he could become a special advisor to the president and making $500,000 a year. Does he want that? Does Mack want something else? There are still details to be worked out before this becomes official.
Ted, with the coach, the status of Mack Brown, he deserves respect in this process on one hand. The other hand, there's also the reality that the school needs to move the program forward. How much do you sense this is Brown's decision or Texas forcing his hand?
Yeah, some of the jokes down here revolve around, well, is Mack the last one to know that he's actually resigning? Was this decided for him? Mack certainly deserves that chance. Everything that he has done for this program. Mack also understands that this Texas, the one that he loves, is very different than the one that he has had for the last 15, 16 years. The athletic director who hired him, the Lost Odds, retired this season. The president in place, Bill Powers, is at odds with the Board of Regents, which, by the way, meets tomorrow to discuss the future of Powers. If those two particular positions are completely different, if the Texas is going to be in a state of flux, is this a different program that Mack Brown is used to? Is Mack Brown going to have to step away and know that this might be his last chance to go out on his terms, to be celebrated as he gracefully exits?
Another element of this story are the Nick Saban rumors. They won't go away. They're only just going to increase now. We'll hear the Alabama perspective from insider Chris Stewart a bit later in the show. But what's the likelihood Saban is the next coach at Texas? Yeah,
it seems like there's a new rumor every day, Ray. Nick Saban bought a house in the greater Austin area. Nick Saban was paged on the intercom at the Austin airport. I mean, what's next? Nick Saban was seen in a burnt orange straw hat around Tuscaloosa. I've always thought that Saban to Texas is a great possibility because Saban is a builder. He likes new challenges. He doesn't like maintaining. He always moves from one stop to the next. But when you hear this report that Saban has a contract extension from Alabama on his desk yet to be signed, you think, is Saban and his agent Jimmy Sexton just playing the two schools against each other? It's not about money with Saban. He'll make whatever he wants. But it's about a challenge. Could Texas be that challenge, or is Alabama enough of a challenge? Hey, he's already got a statue there in place. And does Saban really want to deal with the political game that Mack Brown so deftly played over the last 16 years? Saban doesn't strike you as that kind of guy. And if he doesn't want that, Texas just moves down the rest of its wish list to NFL head coaches like the Harbaughs and Mike Tomlin and Mike Shanahan, because after all, Texas can grab anybody they want, right?
It's still an appealing job. Ted Emrich, great talking to you as always. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Ray.